Hi all again, it's Jonte Harrell, CFO of Zen Ledger. We simplify crypto taxes with software. And once again, it's my pleasure because I have Brian Foster of Dash Core Group with me. Here today, we're going to speak about crypto payments and the challenges that come with that. And so Brian's an expert here. He has been for many years. And so in his role at Dash Core Group as head of product, he is at the forefront of trying to understand those pain points, those challenges, and then trying to smooth those over so that you have a great customer experience across the board. So Brian, can you talk a bit about those most common challenges you see today and what Dash Core Group is doing to try to smooth those?
Yeah, so education certainly is a huge part of it. But even before I get into that, I guess I think it's pretty well known, that crypto has its complexities, I'll say. The average user, particularly years ago, it was quite challenging for them to get into crypto. You have to want to do it. You have to really want to learn how to do it, learn the ins and outs. You're dealing with long strings of text to send, send value, right? So that's very weird, I'll call it, and it's hard to, I'll say, it's hard to sell that to the average user. So some enhancements that we're making to our protocol is usernames, and there are various forms of usernames out there now being used. Ours is quite unique in the way it's been created, but to put it simply, it's truly a decentralized username system or identity system, and that what people they don't always understand what decentralized means. But it brings a lot of value. There's no central person or organization that can, take down the network or that can impact your transaction. It's a collective network, that's making those transactions happen. So that's a big value, and that's an education piece that we try to inform people of. But we have an entire, website associated to merchants and telling them of the basics, the very bare minimums. I mean, it's to accept crypto. It's really just as simple as having a mobile wallet that you can send it to. I mean, that's the most basic form of accepting crypto. As you get more familiar, or maybe you have more demand, you can get accounting systems and point of sale systems that help you, record keep a little bit more comprehensively. But there's various forms of that. A lot of people, again, particularly in the U.S., they're concerned about the volatility of cryptocurrencies. So, we inform them about the different ways that they can deal with that. Some, there's stable coins they can do. There are point of sale systems that they could automatically convert into their fiat. And depending on the merchant and what their needs or desires are, I mean, they may choose one or the other, or they may just choose to hold it in Dash. There's some merchants that are getting into it for the first time, and they might want to be able to accept different cryptocurrencies. We obviously advocate for Dash and for the reasons that we've talked about in the past, but the reality is, merchants that are getting into crypto are not necessarily going to want to just stick with one particular coin. They want to be able to, open it up, and we just kind of inform them of the different ways that they can do that. And that's when we get into questions about, oh, can I accept, other coins? Of course they can. But then that's where we I guess flourish, right? We're able to really shine and tell them, yes, you can accept any cryptocurrency you want, but it's going to take longer. People are going to be queuing up at your point of sale, or it's going to cost more, or all the reasons that Dash is a good payment coin, and they'll find in use that's why. So yeah, we've got physical forms, we've got kind of informational booklets that we often can distribute, and some people don't even know where to start, right? So browsing on Google can bring you however many results. So it's nice to have both online and physical form of education. So we've done that as well.
Yeah, I think those are a lot of playbook points. And to your point, it starts off with education. This is not something where you can just casually Google or Chat GPT and kind of get the answer.
Yeah.
And so it's important for folks to understand that we're here to support. And you talked about decentralization, which I also think is crucial. Folks need to understand, post FTX, post Terra, I could go on and listing, right? There are real problems that can come around if you're not aware who's holding or you're not self custodying. Or to your point, you don't know what your options are around self custody or transaction flows, such as you mentioned, holding Dash or not holding Dash, right?
Hmm.
You have volatility, right? When the market sees headline news is something that you need to be informed about. And so that's where we can both help out. And I thank you for bringing up those points because it's super important for folks to know what the challenges are, if they will. But in terms of ease, security, and setup, Dash is pretty easy. And Dash Core Group, you're enabling that seamless kind of onboarding. So I want to thank you for your time.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, it's great to be here and glad to have the conversation.
All right. Until again.